Hi, I'm Piyush Saxeria, and I'm happy to present Citizen Re-engaging for Education. This is a short 7-minute videos, and my slides are just 9, and I hope you enjoy listening to this and watching it. Education is well recognized as a critical agent in addressing the issues of climate change. Creating a weather station, in this case a rain gauge, can make the study of weather a daily and engaging activity. This meets the national science education standards of the United States of America, and I'm sure they also do for similar standards if they exist for India. I haven't come across such standards, but I'm sure there's something that exists. Interestingly, one would not have thought, but this also addresses needs of children up to the grades of fourth standard and that of fifth to eighth. I've been involved in citizen engaging myself, and I'm a big fan of this activity. For this particular project, I decided to work with three such initiatives. I talked to the people who run these initiatives and prepared a multiple choice Google Doc based survey in Marathi and English. The projects being in Maharashtra and Kerala, I should have also prepared one in Malayalam, but I was short on in terms of resources, time, and otherwise. The first initiative is Varun Mitra. It's completed 4 years in Pimpri, Chinchwad, Pune, and cantonments covering an area of about 560 square kilometers. In 2023, they monitored 48 locations, from which 43 were volunteer locations, from which 16 were students, and they used IMD certified rain gauges. Consolidated daily, weekly, monthly, and seasonal rainfall, along with other comparative graphs, is shared on a WhatsApp group. Similarly, at times of high risk events, messages are sent out to the group members to monitor, especially in areas which are likely to receive high rainfall. The second initiative is Bizuya Mozuya, again Maharashtra, a Pan Maharashtra initiative which was started by Bhavtal and inspired largely by Varun Mitra, where you have about 92 volunteers covering 21 districts. All the volunteers are using self-made rain gauges. There's a dedicated web page on the Bhavtal website for this activity with a lot of information, making it very interactive and enriching. The third initiative is Meenachal River and Rain Monitoring Network, which came about after the 2018 floods in Kerala. And today they have about 230 rain gauges and 13 river gauges that are run by volunteers, including schools, colleges, school and college students, and citizens. And the data is shared in a systematic way over WhatsApp groups. And using this data, sometimes when the need is MRRM also issues warnings. There's been a well documented case of their warnings helping to save lives in a recent flooding event. This survey was circulated to these key persons amongst each group, and about 10% of the total number of rain gauges participated in the survey, about 36 people that is, of which 28% were parents, 14% were teachers, and 8% were college students. Important to remember that the parents I mentioned were parents whose children were actively involved in engaging. So, what are the learnings? The learnings are one is that children and students take to engaging enthusiastically. It's a low risk activity that needs minimal supervision and allows the participation of even the youngest of children. It generates a good understanding of phenomena like rainfall, weather reports, weather, but more complex phenomena like humidity, floods, drought, etc., will need more support to learn. And it comes across that the student and children participation was accidental and is probably a space in which citizen science initiatives can more um, focusedly work to increase participation because they seem very friendly to children and students. The activity of making a rain gauge is of high value. It may need a little supervision, especially for younger children. It's a zero cost activity and hence makes the whole exercise inclusive. 50% of the participants in the survey identified enjoying the activity as an advantage. However, in earlier surveys, enjoying the activity was the main motivator, and somewhere in use of citizen science and especially engaging for education, the enjoyment factor is something that we can really work with successfully. Difficulty in measuring rain at 8:30 a.m. as it clashes with school schedules was a valid issue raised. This can be worked around with either by adjusting the school schedule to this timing or readjusting the timing as long as it's taken at the same day every day. Coupling rain gauging with other measuring of weather phenomena like temperature, wind direction, which are relatively simple and inexpensive, could be a way forward. And there's more scope to relate this activity to curriculum than perceived currently by the participants. There's a lot of interesting feedback from the participants, which include things like, teachers, parents, where they're talking of how children have connected to this activity, taken it up wholeheartedly, improved the observation measurement skills, and all in all, something which they look forward to encouraging further. I hope this was an interesting talk, and I'm happy to take more questions from you all. Thank you so much for your time. And before I close, I would also like to thank different groups and the participants who've made this survey possible. Thank you.